my white tee. Yep. In my white tee. In my white.
Hello there. What's up, guys? I'm gonna go ahead and apologize ahead of time because, guys, for this dumb rant or talk that I'm going to be doing. By the way, there's probably gonna be like an influx of videos like this of me just bitching about stupid shit like this because everybody's just so confident and stupid, and it just confuses me. So, because these videos specifically have been popping up in my feed non-stop, I don't have my ring light on, I will turn it on in a second. I feel like I should make some comments on them. Let's start. This is about promiscuity. It's a Pearly Things video. Right, anyways, they're going on about female promiscuity or something. Keep in mind, guys, I in no way am encouraging female promiscuity. I'm in no way trying to promote promiscuity for either sex, but I just want to say some things.
To speak out about feminism, where we have the audacity to really just say what's on our minds.
They have the audacity, guys. They have the audacity to say what's on their mind. What's on your mind is mainly just talking points you've heard numerous times, but okay.
Destiny was a nice man that came here on the show. Talked a lot of shit after, which I don't appreciate. They come here, they just talk all this shit when they leave. I'm like, wow. But this is his wife, and they're in an open marriage, meaning they both can sleep with other people.
She makes me laugh. She kind of reminds me of my brothers in a way. Kind of. Obviously, she's a girl, but
guys,
she looks like my brothers.
Do you understand?
She kind of does though, because the freckles and the whatever. I'm not even trying to be mean to her. She does look a lot like my brothers. Like my brother's eyes are more of like the same size and stuff of her. I can't explain it. Anyway, sorry.
Don't appreciate. They come here, they just talk all this shit when they leave. I'm like, wow. But this is his wife, and they're in an open marriage, meaning they both can sleep with other people.
You understand why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body count, though? Do you understand the logic behind it?
That's where it comes from. I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. It's like, do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin? Because she's not gonna be good, and she's gonna have no experience.
They don't need you to be good, though.
That's so boring, isn't that? Boring.
I'm not a man that should be in a relationship. That's the way I see it. Experience going into a relationship unless she wants to be the man in the relationship.
It's like turning us into men.
I don't know how her having any experience before the relationship is turning her into the man or is making her the man.
I don't understand.
How does that make them a man? Just because a woman is promiscuous or sleeping around does not make them a man or make them manly. Sleeping around is not a man thing. I don't know what y'all don't understand about that. Just because men are more loose with their shit doesn't mean it's just a man thing.
Her logic. How is it insecurity to not want to share a woman? I think
the insecurity, I kind of agree with her to an extent, but the only reason I'm kind of starting to disagree now, and I've never even seen it as an insecure thing, guys. I can understand man not wanting like a fucking prostitute or somebody who's been known to be a hoe like around the town or something. Specifically with a lot of these manosphere guys, the only reason they want virgins specifically is so the women can't compare. They want to be the best thing that woman has ever had. So if she's had somebody else, chances are that somebody else could have been better than him, and he's worried about that. That's what it comes down to. Just admit that the insecurity, guys, because that's the whole virgin thing specifically is exactly what it comes down to. That's like an insecurity thing. Unless it's for strict religious reasons and or the man is a virgin too. Because even if you say, oh, well, the stats of a woman with more than 5 bodies leaves or whatever, still, guys, that's an insecurity thing. You're scared. You don't want to get with a woman who has higher body count because you are insecure about the fact that she might leave you or she might cheat on you. So that's still insecurity, you dipshits. So I hate when they try to say that. No, it isn't insecurity, unfortunately.
We say I want a tall man. Does that make me insecure? No, it's like women can say whatever. It doesn't make us insecure.
No, that's again totally different.
Or I don't.
Yeah. It sounds transactional for a virgin.
I like you because you haven't been with anyone. It's like you haven't been with anyone. That's why I like you. I think that's crazy. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
Well, you can understand first of all.
Well, crazier than I like you because you've been with everyone.
Also, no one's saying that's the only reason a man would like a woman, but it's about preference in the same way as height. It's just something that makes it a lot better.
Well, and the same way we would disqualify a man for being 5 foot. Like, that's pretty shallow. I don't think it's shallow for a guy to say, oh, I don't want to date a chick because she slept with 50 men.
It just makes it a lot harder for them because most probably have.
Yeah.
She said she wouldn't say it's shallow if a man doesn't want a woman who's fucked or whatever, had sex with 50 men. Again, I would normally agree, but now that I think about it, no, that's exactly. I normally, right off the rip, I would agree that it's not shallow, but no, wait a second. No, that exactly is shallow. That is shallow. Disqualifying a man for being 5 foot is shallow, but also disqualifying a woman for sleeping with a bunch of bodies technically would be shallow too, because again, more of it comes down to social pressures, because guys fucking want to impress other guys, so they would be embarrassed. That's why it's shallow, because they wouldn't want to be seen with a girl who didn't meet the par standards of what his friends, what him and his friends talk about or whatever. You know what I mean?
Guys that are alpha guys that are, want to be, head of households and consider themselves leaders and want to, provide for their women, and they don't find it unattractive that a woman would have inexperience, because they feel like, what's going to make that experience in the bedroom so powerful is not that she can bounce off the walls or knows all these tricks or knows all these sexual things and look, she's doing something like out of a porno. That's not what's appealing to them. What's appealing is that she's really excited to be there for him. She's present. She's loyal. She's committed. And he doesn't need her to be an acrobat. He just needs her to be loyal. So that's where they're coming from. It's not appealing. The sexual promiscuity actually is a turnoff, because then that means if she's doing all this stuff, she got a lot of practice with all these other guys. That's not special to me anymore. That's somebody who's more likely to
Are we
cheat
talking
or
about sex
stray.
I could see maybe saying that makes it not special. That makes it not as special to that person. You can maybe say that can make them more likely to cheat or stray, possibly. But again, that is insecurity, guys. I love how they say that it makes them more likely to cheat or stray. They say that as if like they're like saving the dude's asses when it comes to the whole insecurity claim, when in reality you're literally just proving them right. It is all from insecurity.
Sex. I'm talking about sex.
Yeah.
And I get the whole special wanting, that person for you. I totally get that. Hey, if you're a virgin dude, I'm all for going after virgin. I'm going. If you're a regular dude, you can go after virgin women. I don't. I'm saying, if you're a virgin, you should probably get with another virgin. Okay, point blank. It's the best. It's your best bet.
Things can get to him is not worth anything, because like how else can you, like, if a man is worth anything on earth, one of the easiest ways you can get to him is through the people closest to him, and who is closer to any man than the woman he sleeps with. So if that woman is easily accessible to the whole world, then the man is not
That's
protected.
so true.
That is very true. But then why do a bunch of men sleep with a bunch of random women that they don't know that could jeopardize their safety and make them vulnerable? Seems kind of odd. Seems kind of what is the word I'm looking for? Counterproductive. Seems kind of counterproductive what you're doing there. To what you guys preach, that's totally opposite of what
he sleeps with. So if that woman is easily accessible to the whole world, then the man is not
That's
protected.
so true.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah. That is very true. So I don't know why you guys are sleeping with all these random women. What? I thought, what? Whatever.
You don't see
Why
that.
would
I can't say it.
No, because if she's picked to be with you after all these guys, isn't that special because she picked you?
She's
instead
definitely
of
got a
all
point
the-
there.
Oh, no.
You can't say she doesn't.
Like,
She actually has a
you're
very good
absolutely
point there.
Destiny.
Because, again, a
That's
lot
how
of
I
women
feel.
have so many fucking choices all the time since they were the age of 18. So the fact that she chooses you, whether she slept with a lot of people or not, is definitely says something, just so you know, guys. But
It's like she picked that person. She went through
Yeah.
100.
definitely.
And she didn't like any of them as much as she likes the last one. And then she has all these experiences.
But you know what's crazy?
And what's crazy is what's so fucking crazy is they literally tell guys to do that exact thing. What she just said, they literally tell all men that they should do that all the time. Literally go and tell guys to go tell women, well, a man can cheat on you, but if he picks you to be his wife and you're his, the wife that he takes care of or whatever, even though he sleeps around on you, he still picked you. So it's okay for him to sleep around because you're still the one he picked. Like, literally, that's the advice you guys tell dudes to do all
No,
the time.
because
Like,
if
what?
she's-
There's a bit of controversy around those
The
studies.
pair
but
bonding.
When I look at the patterns and the data, it makes sense to me, especially
Listen.
given the psychology of females as well, especially with relationship to children.
Yeah.
It would make sense that you are supposed to kind of latch on to one person as a female at least.
Yeah.
The crazy
As
thing
a
about-
female, at least. No, pair bonding technically wasn't even a thing that women, it wasn't even a thing that was necessarily noticed or developed first in women. That wasn't a thing. Pair bonding specifically was created and was used to explain the reasons why men chose to stay monogamous with one woman so he could care for his offspring. They would pair bond with the offspring and stuff, that way they could stick around to make sure the offspring would survive to adulthood. That's where pair bonding actually, I think that was the first time they ever actually discovered or realized or put a name to the whole pair bonding thing. It had nothing to do with women pair bonding to the man, you idiots. Literally had nothing to do with that. It had to do with the man pair bonding with the women and the children. That way he would stay around, be monogamous, and stay around to make sure the kids survive to adulthood. So you guys are completely and 100% totally fucking wrong on that. You're just completely wrong on it. The whole pair bonding thing, again, I think pair bonding, again, is more for men than it is for women, because women just naturally care about their offspring because it comes from their offspring. Men wouldn't necessarily naturally just care about their offspring. Anyways, they try to use that pair bonding thing with females, and I think what it is females emotionally commit and really try their hardest once they have sex. They do pair bond during sex, but I feel like that's because females choose to do that. Because females choose to because again, most of the time when females go to have sex, they've already known the dude and already like him. You get what I'm saying? So I think that is more of why people think women are more pair bonded than that women get more pair bonded than men during sex. I think it is only because women, by the time a man normally gets a woman to have sex, she's already liked the person. She's normally already been around the person for a little while and already likes him as a person, chances are, if she's going to actually go and have sex with him. So that's why it seems like women emotionally connect more than men do when they have sex. It's probably because, again, women are picky with who they have sex with. So when they finally do have sex with somebody, it's because chances are they really like that person. So that's why it would seem like they'd have strong emotional connection to them, because they did. They already liked them before they actually had sex with them. You get what I'm saying? So that, to me, that would explain why they think they see pair bonding in women more.
They don't have a choice. No guy expects a virgin. Guys adapt to the market. And because there's studies that indicate that it's a need for men. So if it's a need and the whole market is
Wait, what the fuck did she just say?
No guy expects a virgin. Guys adapt to the market. And because there's studies that indicate that it's a need for men. So if it's a need and the whole market is non-virgin women,
this bitch did not just say it is a need for a man to have a virgin. It is a need for men to get virgins. No, it is not. Maybe to save their self-esteem and ego. Oh my gosh. No man needs... I can't believe this bitch just said this. This bitch just said they need virgins. No, they don't need virgins. They need sex, which, again, like you just said, they will have sex with almost anything. So no, they don't need virgins. And they never did or never will. Bro, the only time you need a virgin is if you're a virgin. Then I could understand why you'd want a virgin. But again, if you want a virgin and you're not a virgin, then chances are it's obviously all from insecurity, unfortunately. Because you're worried about, if you say it's because of pair bonding and women lose their pair bond, again, insecurity. You're insecure about the fact that they could leave or may find somebody better or pair bond with somebody better or won't be able to pair bond with you at all. That's insecurity, guys. Okay.
And plus, especially if they have to sell themselves to get it, of course they're going to say they're okay with a non-virgin.
You're more likely the second you hit a roadblock to be somebody who can go cheat, because you're wired that way. You're capable of just sex is sex.
Yeah, because sex loses its value at that point. It's then, sex is just like, oh, well, I'm going to get a takeaway from McDonald's. I'm going to go grab a Big Mac. Then you separate the emotional part from sex and how kind of deep and personal it is. I hate to say the word sacred, but I'm going to say it anyway.
What, kind of like how you guys encourage daily for men to do? To detach emotions from sex and to not... When again, if you look into it, men are the ones who are supposed to pair bond. You guys are literally encouraged. You guys want to... Bro, this is why all these single mothers are a thing. Because you got people like you stating whatever, preaching this dumb shit.
It becomes like anything else, like getting a Big Mac, like going to the gym.
Well, and it's all to make us into men.
Yeah.
Because to men it's not emotional.
No.
But they're like, it's like...
To men it's not emotional. No, the reason it's not emotional to fucking men, you idiots, is because you have dumb bitches like you and tons of other men who just want to be irresponsible and have a lack of self-control, spread shit like this where you say, oh, well, for men, it's never emotional. If they can they can just sleep with anybody whenever. No. It's mainly a male thing, the pair bond. It's not really a woman thing. Women just emotionally connect men don't.
top percentage
pair
of men.
bond.
So they're trying to be the top.
And see, that's another thing is, you guys realize men don't emotionally connect with women like on a lot of ways and a lot of levels, and they can. And I think it's because the men, what they do instead, they pair bond and they become very, very territorial or fucking woman or whatever with their female. But that's what it is. As men don't emotionally connect, it's because men pair bond. Okay? Women don't pair bond. They emotionally connect and they fall in love.
No.
But they don't necessarily pair bond.
Jealous feminists try to make us into the men, but they only see the top percentage of men. So they're trying to be the top 10% of men because they have the most leverage and power and whatever in society.
Just because women are trying to sleep around doesn't mean they're trying to be men.
They don't even see the rest of them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
For a virgin or somebody who's had sex
Maybe
with
they
two
just like
guys,
sleeping around because they like the attention and validation, guys.
and both of them you've been madly in love with.
Maybe they
you
just
don't
like
even
sex,
know
who
a
knows?
world outside of sex paired with love. There's a lot of safety and security that a man gets from that. Can you
I feel like
understand
I
that?
would be a lot more scared.
And both of them you've been madly in love with, you don't even know a world outside of sex paired with love. There's a lot of safety and security that a man gets from that. Can you
I feel
understand
like I
that?
would be a
True.
lot more
Now, see
scared
that
than
I
a
can
girl
understand.
that was
I can
virgin.
understand that. But again, that comes from insecurity. Stop acting like it's not an insecurity, guys. When she just said he would feel better and feel more secure if he knows that she hasn't slept around or is a virgin or whatever. Which I agree he would. But again, that comes from insecurity, guys.
Someone else, and they have like
It's
really
a
good
standard you
chemistry
might want,
and-
but it's also an insecurity. Just like, for some women, a standard they might want is a dude that's not too hot, because if they're too hot, they're insecure that the man will leave them or find a better woman. Or,
Actually,
a
more
man who
interested.
sleeps around. A woman might not want a man who sleeps around because then she'll be worried that he'll leave her for another woman or he'll find somebody better.
doing it.